The days my husband walked through our front door holding another woman's hand, I expected betrayal. What I didn't expect was every single member of his family smiling, as if I were the unwanted guest. They thought I would scream, cry, and beg to stay. Instead, I smiled, served dinner, and quietly started a plan that would leave them with nothing but regret. They celebrated too early because they never realized the fortune they were mocking actually belonged to me. For years, I helped build our life from the ground up. I worked long hours, invested wisely, and handled every financial decision. While everyone believed my husband was the successful one, his family praised him at every gathering while treating me like someone who should simply be grateful. Then one evening, everything changed. He walked into our house with another woman and calmly announced that she would be staying with us. Before I could even respond, every one of my in-laws nodded in approval. Some smiled, others laughed. One even told me that I should accept reality because younger women make better wives. No one defended me. No one asked how I felt. Instead, they discussed which bedroom she would use while I stood there listening. They expected a dramatic fight. Instead, I quietly wished everyone a pleasant evening. That single smile confused them more than any argument could have. The next morning, I called my financial advisor and my attorney. Years earlier, before the marriage, I had placed almost every investment, business share, and international account under legal structures that remained entirely mine. My husband had enjoyed the lifestyle, but he had never owned the fortune. Within days, every legal transfer was completed. The investment accounts were moved. The overseas assets were secured. The properties purchased with my personal funds were protected. Then I booked a one-way flight to Switzerland to begin a new chapter of my life. I left behind only what legally belonged to him: one empty joint account, a house drowning in unpaid expenses, and a family convinced luxury would continue forever. A week later, my phone exploded with calls. The credit card stopped working. The business investors discovered my husband had no authority to access company funds. Mortgage payments were overdue. The expensive cars were being repossessed. Even the woman he brought into my home packed her bags. After realizing there was no fortune waiting for her, the same relatives who applauded his betrayal suddenly demanded answers. Their celebrations turned into arguments. Their confidence became panic. Then came the message I knew would arrive: "I'm sorry. Please come back." I read it once, deleted it, and continued walking beside a quiet Swiss lake, enjoying a peace I hadn't felt in years. For the first time in my life, I wasn't surviving. I was finally free. The greatest revenge wasn't taking everything. It was refusing to carry people who never appreciated the person who built it all. Sometimes the loudest victory is complete silence. They thought they had replaced me with someone younger, but they forgot one simple truth: wealth can be stolen. Respect cannot. While they fought over an empty house and broken promises, I built a life filled with peace, freedom, and dignity. In the end, losing me became the most expensive mistake they ever made. Because some losses can never be repaired. Money can be earned again. Houses can be rebuilt. Businesses can recover. But once trust is destroyed and loyalty is traded for convenience, there is no investment powerful enough to buy it back. They spent years believing I needed them, when the truth was that they had always depended on me. Months later, I heard that the family had completely fallen apart. The same people who once celebrated my humiliation were now blaming each other for everything they had lost. Relationships collapsed. Friendships disappeared. Even those who had stood proudly beside my husband quietly walked away when the comfort and luxury were gone. As for me, I never looked back. I built a peaceful life surrounded by people who valued honesty instead of appearances. Every sunrise reminded me that walking away had not been the end of my story. It had been the beginning of the best chapter of my life. If this story teaches us anything, it's this: never mistake someone's kindness for weakness, and never assume the quietest person in the room has the least power. Sometimes the greatest revenge isn't revenge at all. It's living so well that the people who are betrayed, you are forced to watch the life they thought they had destroyed become stronger than ever. And that is the moment they finally understood one painful truth. They never lost my money first. They lost the one person who made everything they had possible.